Am I the arsehole for telling someone who called me fat that I had a miscarriage? IF26 just had a miscarriage. I was far enough along I had put on about 15 pounds. I went to visit a friend and when he saw me he said, "Boy, you've put on some weight since I last saw you," and I snapped and told him that I just had a miscarriage a week ago and hadn't lost the baby weight yet. Every single time he sees me he feels the need to comment on my weight and I got sick of it. I had an eating disorder and was too skinny when we met, so I've put on weight since then. I think it's something you really shouldn't comment on unless someone specifically asks you to. Anyway, he said that it was uncalled for and then his wife said the same thing and they asked me to leave. Am I the asshole?
Definitely not the asshole. These people are not your friends. First, they comment on your weight. Not okay for any friend. Second, they're mad that you said you'd had a miscarriage. Definitely not okay.
Not the asshole. These people are not your friends.
Not the asshole. He said what you said is uncalled for? What's uncalled for is constantly commenting on someone's weight. Not the asshole, honey, he's not your friend. Friend don't body shame their friends. Not the asshole. If this friend makes comments like this all the time, then I would question if they are really your friend. Also, the fact that they thought you were in the wrong instead of just apologizing and asking how you're doing is gross. I'm sorry you're going through this. I hope you're doing okay. Not the asshole. So they get to comment on your body, but you don't get to comment on your body? Doesn't make much sense.
Here's a good tip I've learned. If they can't fix it in 5 minutes or less, don't comment on it. Food in teeth. Easily fixed. Smudged makeup. Easily fixed. Stray hair. Easily fixed. Wait. Not easily fixed. You get the point. And Op is definitely not the asshole. But this was a good thing to happen, because you said that almost every time you see him, he comments on your weight, and that's super toxic. I would stop talking and associating with him and his wife if I were you. He doesn't seem good for your mental health emo. And lastly, I'm sorry about your child. I know nothing I say will make the pain any better, but they are looking out for you from heaven.
Not the asshole. He's the asshole for constantly bringing up your weight and his wife is the asshole for acting as though that behavior is okay.
Not the asshole, but maybe stop hanging out with these people, because that sounds terrible.
Not the asshole, I think. There are layers of problems attached to this post, specifically how your friend has been commenting on your weight for quite some time. Regardless if you spoke with him about the eating disorder or not, his behavior is way out of line. Then him and his wife telling you that you're out of line for explaining that you'd gained weight due to a pregnancy is ridiculous. However, I have a question: why didn't you correct his behavior in the past when we first began making harmful comments? Simply asking for reasoning such as you just didn't wanna cause a fight, too shy, non-confrontational, believed him, etc. Not the asshole. He deserves it. I'm sorry to hear about your miscarriage. I hope standing up to this jerk made you feel better for at least a few minutes. Also, these people aren't your friends at all. Might be time to end this relationship.
There is something missing from this story. Who throws someone out after just being told they had a miscarriage?
Info. Where is the moral conundrum here? What were he and his wife referring to when they said that was uncalled for and kicked you out? Did you go off on a profane tirade? Or did you literally just tell them you had a miscarriage? If the latter, how do you think you could possibly be the asshole here?
Is this the same person who told a clerk that their baby died? I'm having a hard time believing anyone would say these things. These posts sound fake.
Definitely not the asshole. First, I'm so sorry for your loss. The last thing you should have been dealing is with someone talking shit about your body. Don't let anyone fat shaming you, it's your body. And assuming you buy your food with your money, is nobody's business. Your body exists to please one person and this is you. Not the asshole, and I am sorry for your loss. Information is a weapon when properly managed, and it sounds like this jerk has had many chances to learn to back off already. You wielded the info bludgeon with skill and discretion, and from the sound of his response, it sounds like it struck home. Sadly, this does not guarantee that he has learned his lesson, but it at least has some chance.
Not the asshole. Sorry you went through a miscarriage. Unfortunately, even though they are surprisingly common, people still just hate to hear and think about it, so I feel like that's where their discomfort may have come from. This isn't to excuse them though. He is 100% the off for commenting on your weight at all, and instead of trying to be supportive in your loss, they decided to get offended and kick you out.
Seriously. You post that on Am I the Asshole?
Not the asshole, he has no right to comment on yours or anyone else's weight. How dare he?
Not the asshole in any way, shape or form. Ditch this shithead friend. Hope you're doing okay, 2 hearts.
Not the asshole. Hopefully this teaches him to stop being awful and routinely comment about people's weight. I'm so sorry for your loss. Also dump them as friends. They sound pretty terrible.
Not the asshole, but. Right, so you had an eating disorder. So the fact you've put weight on is a good thing. He is trying to root for you. The fact you had an eating disorder, that stopped you from eating, means it was probably noticeable to the people around you. So when he sees that you've gained weight, for him it's a good thing. You are now healthier. Also you probably obsess over your weight far too much, so any innocuous comment that refers to your weight, you're going to take far too seriously. You're not an asshole. I have had weight issues and eating disorders all my life. I understand the pressure of being perfect, but neither is he. 1. He didn't know about any kind of pregnancy of miscarriage. 2. He is seeing you looking healthier and has commented in a positive way. Just explain to them why you said what you said. Don't throw away a friend.
Info: do you think you're the here, and if so, why? No, you need better friends.
Sorry, but isn't this blatant pity upvote farming?
The thing about being in your early 20s is you finally realize that certain people you think of as friends, maybe you were in college or high school with them, or they were part of a group and not your friends, and you don't have to have anything to do with them. This is someone who harasses you about your weight, knowing you've had issues with it in the past, feels entitled to flat out insult you, you've put on weight, and then when you confide about a really difficult tragedy you've just experienced, gets angry and tells you to leave. I have friends with eating disorders, and the last thing I would ever do is even mention their weight, let alone insult them. He's a total negative in your life. Stop spending any time with him or his terrible wife, and use that time to make real, kind, supportive friends.
Not the asshole. I hope you dropped 170L bullshit and kicked that so-called friend to the curb. His and his wife's actions are appalling.
I think this is fake. There's one that was posted 14 hours ago that's the same except this time it's a friend. Both are the same length, both are using the word uncalled and both are talking about dead babies. IDK doesn't seem like a coincidence to me.
Not the asshole. I think you made your point in the most direct way possible and hopefully taught them a very valuable lesson. Drop the friend, he's obviously not a positive person in your life. I'm so sorry for what you're going through.
Not the asshole. They should stop commenting on your weight and let it go. I'm sorry they're sucky friends.
So, this is suspiciously similar to this other Am I the Asshole post. Miscarriages with both even having the uncalled comment post reddit.com/r/amatheus_/comment/a_for_underscore telling_a_for_my_baby_medium=android_app and UTM_source=share closing parenthesis.
Not the asshole at all. You don't talk to people like that. As a big guy myself, I hate it. I'm working on it though. He was being insensitive, his wife too. If you can't handle the truth, don't talk about certain topics. I get it, this scenario doesn't apply to everyone, but still, I'm the type who would talk crap back. I'm sorry for your loss, I hope you find better friends as well.
What's uncalled for is commenting on somebody's weight. You were just stating a fact and he was angry that it made him look like more of a dick than he already was. NTA.
Not the asshole. Wow, the absolute fucking gall of those people. It was bad enough to comment on the weight in the first place, but then to act like you were rude because you told him why you had gained extra weight in the first place. Unfucking believable. I'd cut those fuckers out and never look back.
You know, in these situations, it's likely the person getting offended by you sharing something personal like this, is either humiliated with their own behavior, or they think you are lying. Either way, you're not the asshole, they are. Not the asshole, he has no business commenting on your weight in the first place. If he hadn't been acting like a dick he wouldn't have been snapped at.
Not the asshole.
Body shaming is never okay. These people are not friends, or not the people you want around you regularly. Every human body is amazing.
Sounds like you've got 2 less friends. Why is he commenting on your weight? And in front of his wife. What do they say behind your back about you?
Not the asshole. Even if there were no eating disorder issues and you were not sensitive about your weight, they are seriously mad with you for saying that you had a miscarriage. These people are not your friends.
Not the asshole. It was a harsh clapback, and this kind I can respect. He feels that he should be able to comment on something inappropriate, but when step up, then it's an issue? It sounds like he was having a little bit of a power trip when he told you it. No one tells someone straight up they are fat or look worse unless it is to tear someone down. If I had a friend who put on weight, I wouldn't instantly start with that. I would bring it up gently and say that they could tell me if they wanted to.
Not the asshole, but you have really shit standards for what it takes to be your friend.
Good lord. Not the asshole, not the asshole, not the asshole. So sorry for your loss. You deserve friends who will love and support you unconditionally through this and at all times. Hugs.
Not the asshole. And definitely not your friend, either.
Not the asshole. I'm sorry for your loss. Up.
Not the asshole, though I don't see how much of a friend he is if he constantly talks about your weight. It's just not a good idea to do if you want to stay friends with someone. You're probably better off finding new friends that actually care about you and your feelings rather than constantly judging you.
Not the asshole. Holy shit, he's a major asshole.
Not the asshole. This person shouldn't be making comments on your weight anyway, let alone get upset when you set a totally reasonable boundary regardless of how you said it. I was taught as a rule that the only time you can comment on someone's appearance is if it's something they can fix within the next few minutes. Examples. Hey bro, you have some lettuce in your teeth. Ma'am, you have some lipstick on your cheek. Not examples. Mentioning someone's weight. Your glasses look dumb. Not the asshole. Not the asshole, they aren't your friends. You should cut off all contact with them.